At the moment, I'm being joined by Dr. Apratim Goel, who's the CEO and Medical Director of Cutis Skin Studio, and she's a dermatologist as well. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Goel. Firstly, earlier as well, when we were discussing this issue of glutathione and vitamin C having been injected, having been used for anti-aging, perhaps part of the treatment that she was undergoing, the doctors told us there was no direct link, but there was one point made which was about the overuse of it, overdosage of it. Perhaps glutathione itself has been known to not being used for a long duration. There needs to be gaps that were left. So perhaps at the moment it is also being suspected that Shefali was self-injecting these medicines, although it was recommended to her by a doctor.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Not that I have treated Shefali personally and I don't know her well. So I think it will be unfair to kind of speculate what went wrong with her. But when we speak of these anti-aging treatments like glutathione and vitamin C, they should be taken under supervision only. Because there are a lot of grey market products, there are a lot of illegal products which are now circulating. People are going to, a lot of people's houses and injecting it, and I've always been against it. This is something which has to be supervised by a doctor. So can these things lead to catastrophic, consequences? Yes, they can, if unsupervised, and if it is not taken with a proper advice. But I think with Shefali, this point is coming up about Botox and fillers and peels and lasers. So I must say that these treatments over the years are tried and tested and safe. So it is not that, it can lead to such consequences, but anything, whether it is there are two kind of things. One is that somebody has done treatments or somebody is ingesting all these weight loss medications, etc., etc. Now, anything which is unsupervised, unregulated, not FDA approved, of course, can have grave consequences.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right, and Dr. Goel, when it comes to patients, especially those who are in the entertainment industry, they face a lot of pressure as well to look a certain way, and that sort of then is a deep-rooted issue as well. But it seems when they go for these dermatological issues or to doctors, they then end up asking for these specific treatments and perhaps for a longer duration than which is recommended.
Absolutely. So here, where is the role of a dermatologist or the anti-aging expert to, we get your blood profile done, because every patient is different. There are patients even in our clinic who do not do well with these infusions or the treatments, and one cannot predict this. So as a doctor, my responsibility is to educate the patient well, to, give them all the information and follow up with them. Like these drips, for example, there is a certain time period that they should be taken. Not everybody is a candidate for this intravenous infusion. But yes, it is going so rampant. And as you rightly said, there's a lot of pressure on the celebrities, on media people to look a certain way, which drives them to even, there are a lot of time where I refuse a treatment and my patient would go somewhere else and get it done cheaper and more frequently.
Right.
So yes, and I think this point has to be highlighted, that these treatments should be supervised by a qualified doctor, and it should be, how it is advised. Like a lot of people come to the clinics, they do treatments, but at home they're also doing other things, and they can be drug interactions.
Right, Dr. Goel, before we let you go, as far as treatments are concerned, we do know that these treatments don't directly affect the heart, but is it possible that the stress that they cause to the body, perhaps because they're directly injected into the bloodstream, could lead to some sort of cardiac issue, especially considering people like Shefali who had perhaps had issues like epilepsy before, which could make the heart weaker?
Yes, definitely, because it's not about what a particular injection does in the body. It's also how it interacts with other medications and your existing hormones. And then we don't know whether that particular product was genuine or it was a grey market product, which is again a very big thing, because this is not regulated.
Absolutely.
So it can, but then as I said, we don't know in Shefali's case what went wrong.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Goel, for joining us and sharing your thoughts on this development.